tuning in to the online broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans, producing after-shows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Yeah, welcome! We're having a good time, guys. Welcome. We're finally live. It is the Switch to Birth AfterBuzz After Show. If you haven't already, make sure you've subscribed on youtube.com/AfterBuzz. Also, iTunes, SoundCloud. All right. I'm your host, Yael. I want to introduce Hannah because she's freaking out. Hannah, say hello.
Hey, everybody, look who's here.
Guys, look who's here.
But yeah.
Where'd it go?
Terrell Tilford. Bishop is in the house.
He is.
Bishop.
Yes.
Woo.
Eric has left the building and Bishop has entered.
You're absolutely everything we wanted and more.
Yeah, this is exactly what we were looking for.
Bienvenidos a Bishop. AfterBuzz.
I feel like there's a show we need to talk about, but I don't want to.
Yeah, you just talk.
Yeah,
we'll
you-
listen.
Yeah.
So, I've been doing this little big show. No.
Yeah. So we have a lot of fan questions, which we will get to.
Word.
But first, I guess we got to talk about the episode.
We do, a little bit.
But before we talk about the episode, I feel like there's something we might want to watch real quick.
Oh.
I feel like we might want to see something.
Is someone going to get naked?
Maybe.
Well-
Okay.
Kind of.
Oh.
Do we, Jonathan in the booth? Where is it? Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See? Someone gets naked.
Look at that.
So good.
Just like Constance, taking off my clothes.
Oh, it was so intense.
It was beautiful.
We even
Absolutely.
rehearsed it like that in the trailer. She's like, I should come to your trailer and work on this. I was like, are you sure? I've never really worked like this before. She's like, it's kind of like written into my contract. I was like, if this is what you want to do, you know. But then like, she want to take off my socks as well. I was like, what's happening with this?
She did want to or didn't want to?
Well, she did. You know,
Okay, good, because it's weird when the
Yeah,
socks is
you got to keep your
Yeah.
socks on?
Yeah, that's
All right.
a little sweat. Yeah.
All right, well, let's jump into Travis and Mary Beth, because it's not as steamy as that. We need to cool down a little. So Travis and Mary Beth are broken up,
Yes.
essentially.
Yes.
I know that the fans know how much I love Mary Beth, but I am heartbroken, absolutely heartbroken about this breakup, especially because Travis is getting better looking as the show goes on.
He is.
He is. That baseball's doing great for him.
Yeah, it's doing great.
Because he plays a sport.
Yeah, and he looked great this whole episode.
He did.
His little sweater when he went to go watch the little string band.
The
He looked
ukulele
great.
circle.
His little
Yeah,
sweat.
which why weren't you there for that? They were in your coffee
so
shop.
we had a phone call to Eric. We had 2 scenes in the coffee shop. Where was he?
Probably upstairs recovering from one of my little things with me and Regina. As you know, every
Oh,
scene virtually
stop.
we're kissing. So
Yeah.
you know, usually afterwards Eric has to like go upstairs and like recuperate.
Have a moment.
Yes, absolutely.
I get it.
Yeah.
Maybe have some prayers. I don't know. Get himself right with Jesus. I don't know.
I feel like he's.
Or the other guy.
Yeah, I was like, he's doing just fine. I feel like Jesus is like, you got this. You got this. No, because we were really upset that he wasn't there.
Yeah, really upset. I like get so excited to talk about you on this show. It's stupid. They all know it.
That's really cool. I appreciate that.
It's no big deal.
Can you breathe?
I'm breathing.
I'm so worried you're
Just a
gonna
little
cry.
short of breath.
No, because you know, us as the actors and all that, you know, we come in, we love having a great time, and fortunately, and I tell you, this is something I absolutely put out into the universe. Before I got this job, after my last job, I said, whatever my next job is, I said, I want to work with a group of actors that have a family atmosphere, really down to earth, really appreciate what they do, and no egos. whatsoever. I could not have walked into a better circumstance whatsoever. Like seriously, like these people are like beautiful. You should see in the park in the parking lot virtually, and I drive one as well. Virtually everyone has a Prius at the same time. It's like in a moment we're all going to be chanting together and doing Tai Chi.
Yeah.
So
I love that so
sipping green tea next to the trailer together.
Well, so I want to talk a little bit about you and Constance then. Aside from practicing in your trailer.
Yes, you're right.
The fans are dying to know what's it like. I mean, you guys really are making out all the time.
Oh my gosh, and have great chemistry too.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah.
Listen, I have to do all these tongue exercises before Regina and Eric kiss because I want to make sure that I get my tongue as far down her throat as much as possible. And no matter what, she'll pull a Whitney Houston, God rest her soul, in a heartbeat. She'd be like, Kevin Costner, don't you dare stick your tongue down my throat. No, she's really cool.
I was like, the fans are going to be like, oh my goodness, this is crazy.
Right. She's obsessed with two things, and this is why I love her, because she's so down to earth. She's like, I want to make sure I don't have any boogers on my nose. I want to make sure check yours. I'm like, I'm good, really. And she's like, I need a peppermint. I need something all the time. So I'm like, no, I just had lunch. I got some garlic on me. I said, I like to taste the food on me, and I want you to taste it too.
It's really sweet of her to take a mint. I heard that way back when Pretty Little Liars first started, just a fun fact, that the characters or the actors who play Ezra and Arya, they used to always like floss and mouthwash and whatever before they made out, but the character relationship is they're so close now that they no longer do it. And that they're like, whatever, I don't care if there's stuff in my teeth.
Like coming to my, little oatmeal, don't worry about it, I'm good.
Yeah, just had chili peppers.
She did tell me though, she's like, what's the lip balm you use or whatever? I said, I have two different ones. She goes, why don't you use the other one? She said, because every time I kiss you, I can smell the SPF 30 or whatever on it. When I said it's mint flavored, she goes, well, use the cherry one. I said, the cherry one is for you.
You're married, right?
Yes, I am.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Whoa.
So good.
We're just going to keep playing it.
Yeah, it's going to show up anytime. We want to make sure everyone is enjoying as much as
I play it in my car before I start the car or whatever. I'm like, let me just start this again.
Yeah.
I believe that.
I want to thank whoever. Some fan put this up online because I appreciate.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
And it's just that. That's it.
Just
Just
4
on
seconds
loop.
of that.
Yeah. It's so good.
Yep.
Maybe I'll start my reel with that from now on. I'll just open up
You
with that.
should.
Yeah,
and then
I'll
do it
end
in the
with as
middle
well.
and at the end.
Right.
Do it all throughout it, in case they forgot.
And then I'll have a link to a website as well, just in case.
Absolutely.
All right. So I know that we're all excited here. Yeah, we are. So I want to talk about something that also gets me excited. Let's talk about John.
She loves D.W. Moffat.
I love it. I love it.
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
D.W. Moffat.
Yeah.
Okay, so
He's got a great sense of humor, and his whole demeanor is he's just so chill and laid back, and it's like he's like reading the paper or reading a book or something, and then he's like, oh, time to do the scene. All right, comes in, does it. When he's finished, he's like, oh, gone. He's just like gone again, back to his trailer, hanging out, smoking a spliff, and then
I was like, up until that moment, I was like, he sounds wonderful. It's like, oh, no, I don't like that.
DW, come out. No, get away. No, very cool, very down to earth. Honestly, yeah. I'll just keep repeating that because one, they paid me to do that.
Yeah.
And number two, it's absolutely true. This cast is, they're almost boring. They're so nice.
I mean, the show is super over dramatic. This episode, we had all these breakups and these dramas and this I was so angry at the end of this episode.
Really?
Well, Bishop wasn't in it.
Well, I was most angry about that.
Travis and Mary Beth broke up. John's all, baseball, I don't know sports. So I was like, I don't know what you're complaining about, sir.
He was pretty ridiculous.
Yeah. And then Bae trying to push people and her opinions on people and not dealing with her own.
I felt bad again for Bae in this episode.
Stop feeling bad for her.
I always feel bad for Bae. And because somehow she's working on that baseball team again. And I'm like, Bae only ever does anything for anybody else. Bae never gets to do anything she wants to do.
So I was like, her dad said, hey, you're not in school. I'm going to go hang out with hot college athletes. Want to come? She was like, I guess. What do you mean, I guess? Hot college athletes. I would be there in a heartbeat.
She's got some painting to do. Leave her be.
She's one of the few people that still has a public library card. You gotta use these things. They'll be obsolete before you know it.
Yeah, she's ridiculous.
Yes.
And her vandalism project got put on hold.
Well, yeah, they didn't really talk about that.
No, it was like a quick. It's on hold. They have to do background checks on all the people. What? They didn't have to do a background check on Tess. We know she's a criminal.
Yeah, right. So clearly that's not true.
Yeah. So okay, Bishop has only met Daphne, right? Of the family.
No, you haven't seen.
No, we haven't seen.
Wait,
We haven't seen one.
No.
no, you saw the episode before last. I met John.
Oh, that's right. He loved John.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot that was so.
So
good.
you met John, Daphne, and then obviously Regina.
Yeah.
Who else?
Yes.
Did you meet
Right. No.
Grandma?
No.
No.
Grandma.
Although I sat next to her during the table read, and that was pretty awesome.
Really?
Oh, we were so happy. We had ship names last week. We had some great fan submitted ship names. Yep, I have
Oh,
them.
other grandma?
Luban and Busil.
Oh yeah.
Luban and Busil. We love ship names here.
We do.
Cayenne probably knows.
Yep.
Sitting there watching at home.
Cayenne, I don't have a ship name.
We do. We need to give him and Regina a ship name,
Well,
but
'cause
it
I
has
feel
to go
like
with
it's-
Bishop. So everybody think of one.
Because
They won't know that.
Rarick
They'll
is
forget
stupid.
Oh yeah.
Rarick or
Reginic?
that's dumb.
Regic?
We need a bishop name. I'm Bishop.
Rishop?
Rishop.
Vagina? No, that sounds so bad. Don't go with that one. I take that back.
I like that one. Let's go with that one.
Regina.
Yeah. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
All right, let's move on to Lily.
I see. I never really care about their storyline.
But how could you
Ever.
not care about their storyline? I like her.
I think she's sweet, but I'm just like, meh. I more so want to talk about his haircut. Whatever Lucas is doing with his haircut right now. Does he wear it as a mohawk when he's not filming or something? Because it is long
and it's in a ponytail.
In a skinny ponytail.
But the ponytail, I feel like it's glued with gel down to his head.
They have tried to make it look like
so it's
not there.
Yeah. Looks. Have you seen it in person?
I can't comment on it actually. It's in their writer. I can't discuss that. Yeah. I had a ponytail when I came to the show. I had to cut it off.
Good.
Yeah, they said
Really?
They said only
Are
one,
you lying about
they
that?
said only one guy on the show at a time with a ponytail.
Well, then all right. Here's a question for you.
Okay.
We have questions about your tattoos.
Yes, I wanted to get to that so bad. Do you really have tattoos?
I have 4 and Eric has 6.
Okay.
Oh, so
Show which ones are real.
Do you have? Can we see?
Yeah.
Do you have some on your arms?
I might have to take off all my clothes and I don't have that.
There it is. Yeah.
The Indian warrior tattoo right there, that one's
That
mine.
one's yours.
Okay.
That's real.
Okay.
And they actually covered up one of my tattoos right here to put
the
the
dagger?
Knife. Yeah.
Yeah, the dagger there.
Whatever that thing is.
We don't see any in front.
I have one on my back of fleur-de-lis, which I'm not sure if you've ever seen that in this shot. And then I have a big giant rooster on my. It goes from here all the way up my ass.
That one is online.
What?
You have a pic. I saw it. There, you posted a picture.
I did?
On Twitter or something. It's you in a field.
Doing what?
You're walking
Oh
through a field.
yeah. Walking through a field. Yeah.
I was like, I didn't make this up, guys. I've seen it.
I shot an assy of myself. No.
Who hasn't?
Right. I have not.
Oh, is that not a thing we're doing? I'm sorry. My bad. Just me then?
I can't get the angle right. Honestly, any selfie I've ever shot of myself, I'm look at all of them. I'm like, this is ridiculous. It's really stupid. Like my head is oblong and this and that, and one ear is way out here, and it looks quite unattractive.
I don't even try.
Hannah,
What?
there's an awesome person in the chat named McLean R17 says the show
It's
is so
Ryan.
yeah, the show is so awesome. Hannah, you are the funniest person ever.
Stop it. What? You get nothing.
Yeah, what the hell, Ryan? What
I'm
the
just-
hell?
I'm just
Hannah
kidding.
won.
He says
Yeah.
Hannah.
Listen, Ryan and I are best friends now, so you just have no idea.
You know what then, Ryan? I'm gonna take a moment
No.
to read iTunes reviews.
Oh, yes.
Oh, okay.
No, there's I'm being legit now, not just being a jerk. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in, watching, streaming, downloading, chatting in the chat roll, usually on YouTube live chat, which is awesome. Because of your amazingness, fams, you guys specifically, because of you, we have Terrell here. That's because of you guys, all of you, and we appreciate it.
Thank you for the bus that you guys sent to pick me up. I really did.
And if you go onto iTunes and you like our show, which you better like our show, you give us a 5-star review and we read it on the show. So we have a review. We got 5 stars. Awesome as usual from Brit Liz 92. I just got back into Switched at Birth and I can read. And I've been loving the AfterBuzz for it. I love hearing how passionate Yael and Hannah both are about the show, and their predictions and thoughts on each episode are really interesting and enjoyable to watch/listen. Keep up the great work, ladies. Especially Yael. I think it says especially Yael.
Yael, he just answered and he said, I love you both.
You better love me both.
And also, Kimberly Mayfield in the chat says, Bish Gina?
Bish Gina? That almost sounds crazy, too. I don't know about these.
Bish Gina.
Guys, some people have a Bish Gina. Let's not judge. We don't judge here.
Bish Gina don't kill my vibe.
All right.
I'm having so many emotions right now that, like, you all gotta stop cracking jokes on me because I'm already having a hard time talking.
I will say after the first or second episode, whichever one it was, when the woman calls it a Malinche, we ran with that for weeks. Like, even the crew would be like, Malinche.
I believe that because we even talked about it.
She loves it.
Yeah.
She goes, El Malinche.
That is such a terrible but great thing. It
sounds so great.
Good.
Like, I was going to tweet it one day and I thought, someone else is just going to read this way too wrong.
Yeah.
It's like we get ready to start something and it's like, then I put in the draft and I kind of wait a day and then sometimes you go, oh no, forget it. I'm just going to do it and then it'll be funny or whatever. And I was like, delete. Just delete. It's going to just come out bad. It's not going to be good.
No, I have said things that came out wrong all the time on Twitter. Lesson learned. Do you speak Spanish?
Un poquito.
Okay.
Well, see, and I don't, so what did you just say?
A little bit.
Yeah. Do you speak other languages?
I speak 43 languages, actually.
Are they all the language of love?
Yes, they are. In a very raspy voice.
Hannah, you okay?
I'm just dying a little bit over here.
I know. I love it. I love it.
Alicia Perez says, I love you, Yael. You are amazing. And Ryan comes back and says, and guys, thank you for the Cayenne? Yeah,
Cayenne, that's
ship,
the ship.
Named with my friend Kayla.
Aww.
No problem, guys.
When they get together, we better be invited to that wedding.
Yeah, right?
Okay, I want to talk about Daphne and Iris and the sorority thing.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Were you ever in a fraternity or sorority?
Yes.
You were in a sorority?
Yeah, always. I pledged Alpha Phi Alpha, Fraternity Incorporated.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh,
April
that sounds
1st,
like
1987.
April 1st, 1987. I remember that
I
day.
know. You weren't quite born, were you?
I was born.
I wasn't here yet.
But we thought of you.
Thanks, guys.
I was 8 days shy of a month.
Right.
So were you in a sorority or fraternity?
For 22 hours.
Why? Did you get kicked out?
No, I dropped in 22 hours. I decided I made a mistake, and I was like, peace out, guys. Thanks for having me.
Interesting.
This was like after she woke up from her hangover.
Yeah, she was like, this was a bad idea.
This isn't fun anymore. I gotta get out of here. This house is crazy.
Yeah, I was in a sorority.
Really?
Yeah.
That is so shocking.
I know. I did it because 1, I thought it'd be funny, and 2, I wanted a sweatshirt. Worth it.
Stop it. You want to? I will say, though, I did get a sweatshirt in that 22 hours, and I wore that continuously, even though I wasn't in the sorority.
It's worth it.
And because I knew it pissed them off, so I loved wearing it even more.
Hannah, Kimberly Mayfield says you need some ice water.
Everybody calm down. I got water here and coffee here. I'm doing okay.
And I'm rubbing her back and her bottom. She's
Stop it. Oh my God, don't
doing
say
just
that.
fine. It's very soft, yet firm at the same time.
There it is.
She's great.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Why don't you watch that while he rubs your back?
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
A little closer over here.
Oh, man.
Yael, Alicia Perez says, hey, Yael, I'm the person on YouTube whose username you like saying.
Is it Boo69Bs?
I'm going to assume yes.
Yes.
Yeah, Boo69Bs.
Yeah, boo. That's a nasty little name, Boo69.
I love her. I love her so much.
Boo has been writing.
Boo writes some great stuff. She and I are BFFs. We should ship me and Boo69Bs.
We should.
Yeah. I don't know what we'll call it. Right now we're shipping me with with DW.
Yeah, but I already forget what
It's
Yawn.
between yawn or gel.
I still like yawn. I think it's funny.
I think yawn is the way to do it.
Yes, Yael. Alicia is Boo 69Bs.
Woo! Okay. So Iris and Daphne are pledging, or rushing, really. They're not even pledging yet. Iris gets into Lambda. I don't know any sorority fraternity that just refers to themselves by the first letter. Right? Because, like, Lambda could be anything.
It could be 1,000 different things, exactly.
Yeah, but our theta is always referred to themselves just as theta.
That's weird.
And the delta.
That's very highbrow of them.
Yeah.
You talking about tri-delta?
Yeah, tri-delta. I was like, tri-delta.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. I don't know.
Yeah, because
But theta, I think, was the other. Yeah.
I mean, I was Lambda Chi Mu. We went with the whole thing. Or we said it in Hebrew, which would be L'chaim.
Oh my gosh, it all makes sense now. Now I know what you were doing. That's right.
I wanted a sweatshirt. Really was worth it. But yeah, no. Because that's what Jews do, is we take our words in Hebrew, make them Greek, and then go, nah, sorry. That's how we roll. But so Daphne's trying to find her tribe this whole episode, which, I mean, we Jews refer to each other as a tribe. I don't know if that's a thing other people do.
What?
No?
Never heard
Just
any
us?
of this.
All right.
Heard of it.
You don't hang out with enough Jews. That's what I've realized.
What's up with that?
Yeah.
Now I gotta think about it. I'm gonna send you pictures
really
of all my
do. I was
Jewish
gonna
friends.
say
I'll be
you
like,
and Matt
yes, I
hang
do.
out. Anyway,
Is Matt Jewish?
yes.
I don't know, because nobody knows what we're talking about, so never mind,
We
move
got
on.
distracted. But so Daphne, at the end of the episode, figures out that her tribe are her friends that she's had all along. I feel like this episode was redundant in terms, like, we went on this path and then brought back to, it was the same place we started.
Well, that's fine. She hasn't spent time with her, like, friends from high school in a while, though, I feel like.
Yeah, she doesn't hang out with anybody because she's studying.
True.
So there's no reason for, she wouldn't have had time for a sorority. She was right.
No, but they like to tell you that sororities, you all, well, actually, they share tests. They share answers to tests. There is a basement with cheat sheets and past tests.
Wait, what do you know? You were only there for 22 hours.
Well, I had friends who were in them, and I know there was a big old basement somewhere where they get past tests.
You don't need to be in the sorority to get those. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Well, then I really missed the boat.
Yeah. You worked hard.
No.
22 hours.
Yeah, for 22 hours. What school did you go to?
I went to UC Berkeley undergraduate.
Oh.
Yeah.
So are you
Rutgers
from?
grad school.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Are you from California?
And I got my PhD at
I'm so excited. I was like, where, doctor?
Right, exactly. I'll be running for president next year. I came on here to announce my candidacy.
You heard it here first, guys.
Yes. No, I am from here, born and raised.
Really?
I went to Los Angeles High School.
Oh.
You didn't know there was a Los Angeles High School?
No, I'm from the Bay Area. I don't know anything around here.
No.
Yeah.
Yep, that's where I'm from.
Yeah. What part?
I grew up in Palo Alto and then went to San Francisco. I lived in Berkeley for 6 months.
Gotcha.
There's nowhere to find a good steak there, so I left.
In Palo Alto?
No, in Berkeley.
Oh, okay, no.
No, it's true.
Pizza, yes.
Yeah, steak now.
Yeah.
All right. Iris joins the Lambdas. Their sorority is Lambda Pi Phi. That's the worst sorority name I've ever heard.
Okay.
It was probably after all the rest of the Greek letters, that was probably all that was left without having to license one of them. Mm-hmm. So it was like, what's the worst thing we can come up with? So that's probably it.
I'm going to go with that. I like it. Whatever. I feel like that's what they're going to just take her on this other journey.
I think it's good for her. I feel like she's felt left out from all of Daphne's friends and activities, you know, in the beginning episodes. So it's good for her to have her own little group to run around with.
I feel like that means we're going to see less of Iris, and I really like Iris.
Maybe. Or maybe Daphne will spend more time with Iris because she wants to go to the parties and things with her. Maybe.
No, she's
That's a
studying
possibility.
to do. I don't like it. All right, let's
All
talk
right.
about Bae.
Okay.
Because Bae's getting nosy this episode. She's always nosy, but like she's sticking her nose in there in Travis and Mary Beth.
That's because she's having her own issues with her and Emmett, and she's just kind of pushing her issues on them and trying to make their issues hers so she doesn't have to deal with the Emmett stuff. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it sounds like you want to talk about Emmett.
Well, I always want to talk about Emmett.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to talk about Emmett.
Are you a Emmett fan?
I can't take sides.
Lies.
I don't take sides.
You have to take a side. You are here, you have to take a side.
No, absolutely not. I have one side, Regina.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
And Will.
Obviously.
My son.
Whatever.
Who I adore. Is he...
the most adorable.
He's so cute.
He is.
Oh.
There's my melinche.
So good.
Oh, I'm so glad we have this. This is amazing.
Oh, Yael, Kimberly asked, am I the only one who thought she was going to get an STD when that condom was still in her?
Oh.
Well, way back in the day.
No,
we
I thought she was going to get pregnant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We still think that might happen.
Yeah.
It's possible. Well, no, they would have already. Anyway, no, it's possible.
And she also thinks Em and Bay are over and her and Travis are going to get together.
Whoa, that's
What?
a lie. Let's not say
Bay
that.
and Travis.
Yeah, that's no.
That's what Kimberly said.
Kimberly,
I'm reading it right now.
What show are you
She's
watching?
rewriting things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
we all know that Yael's the only one who gets to do some rewriting for the Switch Up show. So
And
everybody,
that's just so that I
hold
can
up.
be with John.
Yes.
That's basically it.
No. But okay, so if we're gonna talk about that whole condom thing, then can we talk about how Dingo all of a sudden was living on the same floor as her?
No, he was always on the same.
No, but they had
no.
that.
You're right.
Yes.
He was a different floor.
Because they had that competition based off of the floors. With the tug of war when we
Maybe
first
they
were
were-
introduced to Mingo.
Yeah.
Not in the same floor, but in the same building, I thought.
Yeah, they were
Yeah,
the same
but-
building,
but this
different
week-
floors. But this week, she passed him and was like, oh, it kind of sucks hooking up with somebody who lives just a couple doors down from you. I was like, since when?
Maybe he moved. Maybe he moved. I got
Well,
nothing.
I'm not okay with it. I need an explanation. Somebody explain it to me.
Uh-oh.
I'm mad about it?
We found a flaw, guys. Well, let's talk about Dingo. Because they're clearly into
That's
each other.
their ship
That's
name.
their ship name, obviously.
I know.
It's the only thing that makes sense. Otherwise,
It's the best name. I love it so much.
Daphne. But they. Okay, first off, Royce from the Thetas. She was gorgeous. Absolutely
Well,
stunning.
both of them were. Is Royce the one that had hooked up with?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
She was absolutely stunning, and if they wasted such a beautiful person on such a short role, I will be very upset.
No, she'll come back.
She better come
I
back.
think she'll
Never waste an investment somewhere, always.
We should have more of her. They should become friends. They should be the I Hate Mingo
Yeah,
club.
but we also have to, like, we still have,
Vimla?
yeah.
What about her?
Vimla's relationship is already that love-hate friend relationship. We can't throw that other girl in the mix.
We hate everything about Vimla except for the one time when she had that good point about how you should use sex as stress relievers and not.
Yeah, right.
Damn it, Vimla! Stop making sense.
But I liked Rana, so I want Rana to stay on.
Oh yeah, no, we love
Yeah,
Rana. She
so-
has to stay on.
So we're keeping her spot. Now I'm Team Vimla if it's over that other girl.
Royce? Well,
Yeah,
Royce has
I'm-
to find some other. Maybe she'll leave the sorority. Ooh, I'm now Team Royce and Daphne. Doyce.
Stop it.
Yeah, I
now
want
we're just
that.
getting complicated. It's all gonna sound like gibberish after a while.
I want Royce and Daphne to hook up. Can that be a thing?
Whoa!
Okay, so Daphne gets super drunk and they hook up. Yeah? That would be so hot. Can we agree?
You know, it's actually possible.
I don't know if you want to promote that, though.
Stop it. It's too late. She already did.
Yeah, I already did, but it sounds beautiful. What were we talking about?
I don't know. We're all over the place right now.
Yeah, we're so excited. We're just dying to
We
get
are.
here. Whew.
Because we're stoked to have him here. I'm finally starting to calm down a little bit. It's taken all of I don't know how
Okay,
long.
well then let's
I knew that. I knew it. I knew it.
All right, I'm sick of the clip now.
That's so good. Okay. While that plays in the background and I get all excited, let's ask you a bunch of questions about your character. All right. So Bishop has some secret. That's not a question. What is it?
I'm here to answer these questions so that ABC Family doesn't fire me.
Okay. So will we hear the answer before the end of this half season?
I'm here to answer these questions so that.
Awesome.
No, what I will say is that I guess there will be a very interesting reveal.
Are you gonna turn bad? Is Bishop gonna turn bad? Like be a bad, have a bad past?
He's always been bad.
he has a storied past, so why on earth would we continue?
But is it going to be a
that.
bad one? Like I'm afraid that he's on the run. Because they've moved so many times, and he was in a gang. They've moved 19 times. Isn't that right? 19.
He's bad with real estate.
Good thing he now runs a business.
Exactly. Set up shop, put a shingle up there. We're good. Got the kid.
I
live upstairs.
want that coffee shop to exist. We were discussing.
too.
I have to tell you, the very first day when I got there, I didn't know how many episodes I was going to be doing at first. They're like, you suck as an actor, but we felt sorry for you.
I'm pretty sure the words were, "You look great. You should do this."
They were like, "We're going to give you one shot, kid. We'll figure it out from there."
Yeah.
No, but when I came in on set that first morning, I was like, "Oh my God, this thing is huge!" And at the time, it was all broken down because it's supposed to look like it's still under construction. So I was like, "Okay, this is kind of cool, and this is kind of scary at the same time because whenever they bring in a new character and there's a huge set like this isn't something they break down every week." So every week that I come back, there were more and more things that were done to it. Finally, I walked in, I was like, "Yo, I want this place." Like, pick up the entire thing, and it's like and it's humongous. It is, and because most things on TV it looks really small, and then whatever from there. The whole thing is huge, and it's beautiful. And the art direction, I even told the art direction people, I was like, "Yo, kudos to you guys because they tricked it out. It's beautiful."
That's awesome.
Where do you guys shoot? In LA, right?
Santa Clarita.
Santa Clarita. That's LA, right? That's a place.
Not really.
I consider it LA.
We're not from here. We
Right.
consider it LA.
Magic Mountain.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not quite LA.
Just out of LA.
Yeah,
Sure.
Yeah, I've never made it down that way.
yeah. Literally right down the street from Magic Mountain.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you guys take field trips from set to Magic Mountain?
We do
all the time?
sometimes at lunchtime. We'll just like go on a revolution and then come back.
Seriously?
Never.
You are the meanest. All right, we have questions.
Switch at birth gets ahead of the line. Everyone, please back up. Switch at birth is here.
They have 10 minutes.
Right.
We have questions from Sarah GG14.
Sarah GG14.
She wants to know, aside from Constance.
Yes.
Okay.
No.
Who else on the show do you want to work with? And maybe make out with? I'm throwing that in there.
Ooh, I can't do that. That's bad. Bishop Eric is a good guy. Remember?
I hope so.
Right. Right.
See, he wants to take me on the
Right,
show, is what he
exactly.
wants to do. Stop it.
I worked with Leah Thompson. She was my director for one of the episodes. So I haven't had a chance to actually act with her in a scene yet. So I'm really looking forward to that. And of course, Marlee Matlin.
Yeah.
I mean, Oscar winner.
I know.
Here,
Oh my God.
she's like right there, and like she walks by, and I'm like,
Well,
she has her tray, and she's walked by. I'm like,
so
I haven't had the courage to like actually go up to her yet. I
have
haven't.
you
Yeah.
learned any sign? Or do you know sign?
Kind of, my wife, who was actually on the show a couple of years ago, she signs fluently, and we have a 6-month-old daughter, so she's teaching it to my daughter now. So I'm trying to like pick up a few things, but like even the alphabet right now, I'm just kind of like not completely programmed for that right now. So it's a little difficult. It's a
Who
challenge.
was your wife on the show?
Yeah.
She just played a reporter. Her name was
Wow. She's gonna kill you.
Yeah, she is.
not Maria Grace Garcia, something like that.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What's your daughter's name? Congratulations.
Marlee.
Oh
Thank
yeah,
you.
congratulations.
Marlee.
That's the thing I have to say.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yay.
That's awesome.
Hey, Marlee, you made it after Buzz. Yeah.
She gonna make an appearance on the show?
No,
Okay.
You're like, no, never.
no actor.
All right.
No, well, we hope not.
You say that now.
Yeah.
No, be a producer, writer. Take a little bit more control.
Interesting.
Daddy, can you help me with my sides? No, can you help me with mine?
Well, I mean, you could have her be Bay to John, like help her come, make straight lines and do whatever. Take sport, make it athletic.
Take sport.
No.
I don't know, I was
Just stop
I was
it.
trying to make a sport reference.
No, this kid is going to be a kid, and unlike her dad, she will be multilingual.
Oh.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Aside from sign.
Mandarin, Chinese, French, Spanish.
Wow.
Yes.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I'm impressed already.
Once you master Mandarin, you can literally learn any other language.
Really?
Yeah. It's like scientifically proven.
I have
That is
struggle
a
with
fact. That is
English.
a fact. I do too.
Yeah, we have trouble with English here.
Yeah. So.
That's why I usually just say like, "Yo, word, I'm good."
Me too.
Yo,
I
word.
stick to dude a lot of the time.
Right.
Dude.
And you know what I
Yo.
mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean. We all know I use that phrase a lot.
Yeah.
Everybody counts it.
Yep. I had more questions for you, but I got so distracted. You have beautiful eyes. What? I just want to make her blush.
Just swooning over here. I can't.
Why am I
even
sitting
handle
on
it.
one side? Like, we all.
Because I
couldn't-
had to keep you
Oh,
over
I got
here.
you.
Whoa, hello.
Keeping you away from me for your
Hey,
safety.
okay, I got
Do
you.
we have any questions from the chat roll?
We have a ship going on in the chat roll right now.
Uh-oh.
Bay and Mingo,
No!
and they are calling them Bingo.
That is
No.
funny though.
Easy.
No, guys. Okay.
Bingo.
Mingo goes with
Bingo.
everyone though.
Yes.
I got Mongo. in
What
there.
a
would be
great name to ship
Yingo.
with.
Yingo.
Yingo. All of your ship names are just hilarious.
He's a cool guy though. Like I sat next to him, we
Really?
talked like in between the table reads and
Yeah.
all that, and like when he reads and all, I'm like, God, that guy's a douche. In terms of his character.
Yeah.
Right.
In terms of his character, but it's that's the awesome thing about when you're working with cool or great people, what have you, is that they turn it on, whatever they need to do for the role, what have you. But outside of that, we're like sitting up talking about some other stuff. I'm asking about a jacket he's wearing and this and that, so just like a cool down to earth guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was telling me
That's
the other day, he was
awesome.
like, yo, if I could ever get to AFTERBUZZ TV, that would be like the highlight of my career.
I mean, seriously, bring him on.
Yeah. He's welcome here.
Yes.
We'll find another clip to show
Because
for him.
now we have one.
Yeah. We'll just show clips. All right. I want to talk about Sky and Emmett. So, Sky, whom I love. She's so adorable.
I liked her better this episode. I'll give you that.
But she is in no position to be interpreting.
No.
I was like, girl, your signing is terrible.
Yeah, but at least it was for Emmett, whose signing, as you say, is terrible.
And that's because he is the laziest signer ever.
Which I thought right when he asked her, I was like, well, she's going to have a really hard time Jesus, like I said, struggle with English, interpreting you
Yeah.
because you barely sign.
It's
yeah.
really interesting the people that sign with like just one hand, like the shorthand of all that. I'm like, you're doing the same thing. That's what it looks like to me. I'm trying to decipher and
Yeah.
figure out certain things. I'm going, no, you're saying the same thing over and over again. You gotta be. And my wife is looking at me like, you're stupid. Shut up.
Well, I mean, I'll say it, and I nobody send this or let nobody tell Sean Birdie, but he is the laziest and sloppiest signer I've ever seen. And they had an episode where where Melody calls him out on it and is like, you have to sign better. And I was like, thank you, because he is the laziest signer. I say that as someone who knows sign language. I'm watching it, I'm like, he hasn't said anything. I have to read the subtitles. I mean, even in the previously on Switched at Birth part, he signs just not, and it has an entire sense. What if I'm not okay with it? No, Sean, sign the whole sentence. But he's pitching a movie, and it's a post-apocalyptic dystopian silent film.
Which I liked that actually better than the love story. I was like, I think that's more interesting. And then the love story, I was like, every student film is a love story. Always.
Because everyone's broken up over something.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody's in college and heartbroken, so they're making like all these love story short films.
And his professor was like, yeah, that hasn't been done to death. Really?
Right?
Love story where this person falls in love with someone and they're different. That hasn't been done. Romeo and Juliet, anyone?
I haven't seen it done well yet. I'm looking forward to his interpretation of it.
Is there going to be a film that we're going to see? Okay.
Bishop may show up in it.
Ooh.
Oh, lies.
That's not happening.
Now you're just lying.
Oh, man. All right. There's so much that we didn't get a chance to talk about.
I just want to hang out the entire evening and just talk. Right?
We
So
know
we're
what you
all
want.
gonna
We
go
know
hang out
exactly
after
what
this,
you want.
yeah?
Calm
I'm
down.
gonna pour a bowl of cereal and just sit up and chill.
Okay.
I'm great with it. Can you give us any hints as to like what your character has to
No.
like
Okay.
But
anything?
No. What I'll say is that with these complex characters, where you look at it and go, okay, there's obviously something there. What I hope is being conveyed is that whatever it has to do with he and his wife or ex-wife or whatever she is, I'm confused at this point.
She's
as well.
dead at this point.
Well, yes.
Right? Just making sure. So,
Right. That it's something that's impassioned that people might understand
okay. We are
and
terrified.
sympathize.
Yeah. He killed her.
God, it's such like discreet what you're saying. I feel like you're speaking in code. I have no idea.
I will say this. There was a point where I just did not know what the hell was going on.
Really?
No. Like, usually on these shows, you don't find out anything until the last minute. It's like, I'm being shot on Friday. That's it? I'm done? I'm sorry, I just gave away.
Shut your mouth.
Nacho Libre's coming back to shoot him.
Exactly. Another fun guy.
Well, maybe.
No. But what was I saying? Not anything.
That you don't know anything until.
No, I didn't know anything. I know more now simply because when we were shooting the scenes in the kitchen, the director came to my trailer. Yeah. And like knocked on the door. I was like, I thought I was in trouble. I thought I was fired. So I had eaten too much at craft services or something like that. It's like, dude, you've got to like, pull back on the stakes. But no, they came to me and said, he goes, you don't know what's going on, do you? I go, no, I really don't. I said, I've come up with my own interpretation. Whatever information we don't have, it's like going into an audition. You come up with your own history of the character in any way that you can.
We just got the greatest news ever.
right. No, I'm looking for something provocative within it. And I'm like going, oh man, just what adds up here? What makes sense and what doesn't make sense? So the stuff I came up with is maybe not as bad as what will eventually be revealed. But the director and the writer of the episode came to me, knocked on the trailer, and I came down and they said, we have to tell you what's going on with your character. They said, it's unfair to you to get ready to shoot this scene and you not know what's going on. I said, listen, who are you telling? I said, I'm the one that's here making up stuff along the way. Oh, I was naked and running down the street with a pizza and my wife was driving the car. And well, that wasn't really the story. But...
So, hold on, I'm still processing that.
My tattoo artist is going, wait a minute, I'm not finished yet.
I am envisioning the rooster.
You posted a picture with the person who does your tattoos on Twitter, Instagram, or something.
That's the guy that did my original tattoos for the show.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Marcus. No, the guy was awesome. Like, again, it was one of those things where what I auditioned was slightly different from then once I found out what the character was. So then they started building all this storyline stuff. So first it became just a couple of tattoos, and then there's a ship that's like all over my chest right here, and they were like, no, he's fat, so we'll never see that.
Well, we definitely should have put a ship there. We definitely should have put a ship there.
There's a ship there. It's big. I think there are pirates on it, all sorts of things.
Yeah. If there was, we'd have to investigate it.
But then I got more tattoos, and then the producers came in one day, and Paul, one of the producers, was like, he needs something right here. So they made up something else on the spot right there, and then the next episode it was like, oh, he's got a dagger or the thing. Yeah. Okay. So I was like, we got to cover up this, and
Well, then that makes sense, because I remember us saying when we saw your like dagger or whatever that thing is, we were like, wait, was that there when we saw his tattoos last week?
You were paying that close attention. Huh?
Oh, listen. Every time you show your tattoos, I'm paying real close attention.
Wait until the rooster comes out.
Is that going to happen? Because I mean, like, I will save the date.
All I'll be able to say is my cock was on Switch That Birth.
Oh my god! I think I just fell in love.
Then I go down the street and ask people, "Did you see it? Did you see my cock on Switch That Birth?" People are like, "What the hell are you talking about?"
You're killing me, man.
Breathe, everybody.
I'll
just ask people, I'm like, what do you think? Was it pretty big?
I think everybody in the studio right now is dying at the moment.
I did not think that was about to happen.
Love so much.
Previously, on Switch That Birth, Bishop's cock. Will comes running out. Daddy, I didn't know it was so big. Regina's over there going, mm-hmm. Emmett signing really small but doing like this.
Oh my god.
Y'all wanted me to cry.
John is going, well, I'm just going to go back next door. I'll be back.
Guys, the chat roll is dying right now. It's like, wow, this is getting funny. I can't stop laughing. I can't breathe. R-rated.
Wait,
listen,
guys,
we can't take ourselves too seriously.
We're R-rated. We are talking about a beautiful tattoo. I don't know what you're all talking about. Calm down.
Dirty minds. Dirty minds.
Perverts.
It took me almost 12 hours to get that big cock.
Kimberly says, Hannah, take a sip of water. And by the way, it does look big. Thanks, Kimberly.
Wait until she sees my tattoo.
Best day ever.
If you haven't already, go onto iTunes, rate and review this show. Oh man.
I'm not gonna recover.
There's nowhere to go from there. I think it's time we head into predictions.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Whew, I gotta compose myself real quick before we do that.
AfterBuzz TV.
Okay.
Great.
So, the promo for the spring finale says, biggest episode of the season, and now I understand why. Biggest shock of the year.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Damn right.
So, how do we...
Bishop wears a cape.
Here's my question. We had this season an episode about consent, not to bring mood down, but how is that we're going to go into a finale and they're going to claim that it's the biggest shock of the year? I'm going to say this. Whoever wrote that copy really set themselves up. Like unless
True.
Bishop murdered his wife, he can't answer.
Don't look at me.
I can't think of something more shocking, than what we've already seen.
I have zero idea. Zero idea.
What do you want
Is
to
it
say?
something to do with your character, though?
I'm here so that ABC family won't.
All right. Well, so what we see for Bishop and Eric Bishop and Regina, is that she says, "I love you,"
Oh.
and then takes it back. She says, "I love you. I'm sorry." At least that's what we see in the promo.
Did you guys see us on the horses?
Horses?
What?
You didn't see that?
No.
Are you making things up?
No. Well, she because she posted it. So, so first we had cocks, now we have stallions.
All of a sudden, it's becoming my favorite show.
And there is a mountain, so it's like the Matterhorn. I don't know, but no. We shot, and I can say this because she posted it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna post it in a couple of days or what have you. No, we shot this beautiful silhouette on real horses out along this ranch or whatever, and it's absolutely gorgeous.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and then they took the horses away so we could shoot our close-ups, and we're sitting on ladders, and then we have to act like we're still pulling up, so it's and then as I'm talking to her, I have to
Like you're on a horse?
yeah, it probably looks like I'm about to throw up or something. But seriously, we're talking to each other, and it's so.
They couldn't have kept the horses?
No, there's, no horses were harmed in the making of this episode.
Right.
Yes.
I assume the horses were taken away because you guys wanted to do other things.
Yeah, what maybe Regina's pregnant. Can Regina be pregnant?
She
Oh
could
my
be
god,
pregnant.
is that it? Is Regina pregnant?
Wait, you calm down.
Stop it. That would be a huge shock.
Would it? I feel like
It would be a huge shock. Oh, I convinced myself, and I know everybody is convinced with me.
that's what's happening?
Yes.
I sold that pretty well to you, though, didn't I?
Stop it.
Yes, I didn't.
Maybe.
Yeah, I did.
All right, we also got Bae going to Los Angeles.
Yes.
She meets Sky. I think Sky's going to say something rude to her. That's what I think. Nope, just me? Okay.
Yeah, I think that's just you. I think they're going to have a little heart to heart. I think if anybody's going to say something rude, it's going to be Bae.
Yeah, well, that sounds like Bae. I can't wait for Bishop and Bae to have a scene.
Yeah, me too, actually.
I feel like...
Okay, so does that happens? I'm trying to read his mind right now.
The good thing and the bad thing is that I don't know a lot because then I probably would ruin everything.
Well, let me ask you this.
We're on hiatus. We come back the beginning of April to start shooting, or they come back to start shooting.
That was my question. Do you know if you're coming back or not? Do you know? You don't have to tell us yes or no. Do you know if you're coming back or not?
Yes.
You know. Okay.
Yes, I do. Emphatically.
That's good. I feel
Me and my tattoos.
they know.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes. I said, cock, let's go. Okay, Leo.
No, please don't. I feel like a clip would be good. Oh, do we have some predictions?
No, I was going to ask if you wanted me to read some predictions.
Yeah, let's read
Yeah,
predictions.
I'd love to hear it.
So we do have a request from Makers Cakers. Wardrobe request, shirtless? Question mark. But anyway,
Now
I don't know.
Would they like to be shirtless? I'd love for them to be shirtless.
Right?
Go for it. Yeah.
Wait, I want to just make it very clear to Makers Kickers.
Yes.
You are always welcome to be shirtless. I try to be shirtless as often as possible. Anyone who follows me on Twitter and Instagram knows that.
Absolutely.
Alicia?
I do run around because my dog, she's like really old now, and she's deaf, and this like for real, it's like kind of sad, but she's adorable at the same time. At night, I have to like let her out, and then I can't find her. So I like out in the backyard and everything, but because I have shrubs and tall things or whatever, I literally go outside like virtually completely nude and my Crocs.
Oh my god.
And I'm like looking for my dog or whatever, like completely, virtually almost out there. I love it though because it's like just so free and liberating.
Yeah.
And where do you live?
Hannah. What a word.
I'll tell you this, that picture is great in my head until you said Crocs.
I figured I'd ruin it somehow.
Yeah, thanks. Any other questions?
Alicia said, I have a bad feeling Emmett is going to say something stupid and Bay and Emmett are going to break up for good.
Well, I mean, in the promo, it looks like Emmett still feels that Bay cheated. And Bay goes, well, maybe you didn't want me to move out to LA.
Well, I mean, I don't think they're gonna get back together, but it's Bennett. They're in game.
Yeah.
It's not forever.
Yeah. It's a mini breakup, guys. We need them broken up during
just
the hiatus.
a little bit.
Yeah. They'll get back together when we get back.
Yeah.
Last one.
Yeah.
Ryan says, Hannah and Yael, I love you guys. Give me and Kayla one more shout out tonight if you can.
You know what, Kyan?
That's so selfish.
That's what I'm just reading what's on the chat roll.
Stop being like
you,
Bay.
And last
Stop.
thing.
We know you love you. We love you.
Kimberly Mayfield says that wouldn't be shocking with all the sex they've been having, the pregnancy
That's
thing
true.
earlier.
They have been
Exactly.
having a lot of sex.
And that's about it.
We have a lot
Yeah.
of sex.
And that would be a huge shock.
Yeah.
For you, I'd be like, that's what happens when you have sex, Dad.
Did the scene air where Will opens up the closet door and where? Oh my God, you haven't seen it. Never mind.
Shut up.
The look on that kid's face when he saw.
Shut up.
It was awesome.
You're one of the best liars I think we've ever had.
Right?
Yeah.
I can't decipher what has been true and what has been false this entire time.
I
I
don't
have no
believe
idea.
a single thing he said.
You know,
Nope.
No.
all I say is the baby powder makes a lot of mess.
Oh my word. Last thing about the chat roll, everybody says it's the best after show ever. We love you, Hannah and Yael.
Well, it's
That just means
it's,
you have to come
it's
back.
You got to be here.
No, just
Yeah.
just say "and guy with microphone."
The guy with the giant tattoo. Any last final predictions? I mean, you can't predict aside from. Nope. Okay. Predictions.
Well, it could also be Daphne's pregnant. I'm going with somebody's pregnant.
Somebody's that's
But that's the number one, and then Daphne's the number two.
interesting.
Do you have any relationships that you ship on the show?
I mean, aside from
No,
Bishop.
you know what I because I was familiar with the show and I've watched the show from time to time. I'm not gonna say I sit up every week and watch it because I have a 6-month-old. I don't have time to watch anything. You know.
That's no excuse.
Damn me! Why am I sleeping? No, you know what I love about the show is that, and I tell people this all the time. The reason why I'm really honored to be a part of the show because it's a different type of show.
Yeah.
And it has a real heartbeat to it. And as much as I joke about the people being just ordinary in real life, and what I mean by that, they're just down to earth and they're good. And I think because of their spirit and how they are, I think that transfers so beautifully on the screen at the same time. I think that's why we believe that these families have what they have and going through the various things. So I didn't answer your question. I just wanted to make a comment.
That was a beautiful
It
comment.
was a beautiful
No,
comment.
but and I
Just rough.
You get back on your feet.
Bishop will be reading poetry tonight at 11 p.m.
At Hannah's house, I feel like that's gonna happen.
Right.
All right. Everybody's invited.
Are we gonna see the opening of the cracked mug?
Oh, yeah.
It hasn't officially opened. People are just there.
Oh no,
But it is open though, right?
I mean, it's
I'm
open for
confused.
business, but they haven't done like a grand opening party.
Well,
and
are
I
they
feel
gonna
like-
do that for? Oh my gosh,
Yeah, for
the
Catherine's thing.
which
Oh, that's right. Oh, so yeah. No, it's beautiful.
which I can't with that showcase, and all of a sudden they have a song and they're like, let's do a showcase. But anyways, we're not gonna get into that.
No, I think that's wonderful. I love it.
It cracks me up so much. I'm
'Cause
like,
she
good
wants
job,
to be
guys.
a
You stayed
baseball
up for a
groupie.
night.
Baseball groupie.
Hilarious.
Who doesn't? I'm telling you, if D.W. Muffet plays baseball, I'd be a groupie. We all know it.
It's playing right down the street here this weekend.
We know where I'll be this weekend. DW. Thank you so much for joining us. This has been amazing.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. I know Hannah appreciates it.
Stop.
I appreciate it.
He's touching you. Stop. Can you tell the people who don't already follow you on Twitter and Instagram and wherever else where they can find you?
I'm across every platform, especially MySpace nowadays.
What the kids who watch this show don't know what that is.
I actually tried to log back into my MySpace account the other day, but that's aside. Keep
Right.
going.
If you have dial-up, you can find me at. No, I'm on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and I think that's all that's left. They're all just Terrell Tilford.
Awesome.
That's it. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Hannah, why don't you tell the people?
And y'all can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at the Hotshot Dude.
Awesome. And of course, if you want to find me, I'm online at yael.tv. That's YAEL.tv. Also, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Google+, Facebook, Pinterest, Polyvore.
Oh yeah, Pinterest. Yeah.
You on Pinterest too?
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll follow each other.
My cock is all over Pinterest.
Somebody's heading to Pinterest. At Yael Tygiel, that's YAELTYGIEL. And if you're a fan of Drunk History, be sure to check out Tipsy Torah, now on YouTube. We will see you next week with a special guest. That's right, D.W. Moffat's joining us next week.
So you can watch Yael freak out next week.
All right, we'll see you next week, guys.
Thanks.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.